Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Manor Lords, episode number 7 in Season 2, our launch build version. I loved just suddenly spinning the camera angle around and getting a view of my city from this side. I love that. You got the church in the foreground, the windmill in the background. It's very difficult to get a bad image out of this game. It really is. It's just like from every angle, you're going to find something really nice. Look at the background. How did they do this? I guess it's on the Unreal Engine, but how do they do this? It looks so good. My goodness. Actually, I have to say that this game has impressed me so much with the graphics. I think that this is really a byproduct of Unreal Engine. I do. And I'm not sure how I can put a finger on that exactly, but I suspect that it is partly due to good optimization and all that with the Unreal Engine. Anyway, I mean, it's great performance and great beauty, which is very difficult to accomplish simultaneously. Okay, so anyway, what are we doing here? Last episode was like the most glorious Manor Lords moment in my history of playing the game, which obviously isn't that long, but it was so glorious to defeat the Baron's army, and that video has not gone live yet. It's just about to go pretty soon here, but yeah. Anyways, I'm really really excited about that. Also, it's April, so we're a little bit overdue even to start our second town. I'm going to do that now. So we're just going to plop down the settlers camp. What's important for me in this second one is obviously I want to get flax and I want to get barley. That was the whole point in getting this particular area. So we kind of want to zoom out at almost as much as we can. Get a nice view of the territory. I don't think we're going to get anything up here, so I probably won't worry too much about how the yield of things is up there. But let's just do this, and then this is our barley, so we have a nice area over here. This is kind of what I'm zooming in on. There's a little patch over here. I mean, not a little patch. There's a big patch over here if we want to do the farm. It's also, it's also present in this middle stretch. Although that might not be as ideal, just because that's probably where I think the main town stuff is going to be going. We have a lot of resources nearby. So since the resources are very centered in this area, I mean, you can see that this entire region, all the resources are in this little area. So obviously our city should also go towards this little area because we're going to be close to industry. So barley, I'm thinking that this makes sense over here. The problem is if we do the barley there, and the barley I think is slightly more important than the flax. But if we do the barley over here, let's say, then we need flax nearby, and flax is nearby right here. So like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking maybe farm over here, maybe. We're going to cut down all these trees. This is like the non-wild animals, non-berry side of things. So we're going to cut all these trees down at some point. And then we can put farm fields here. And I do like the idea of like flax over here and barley over here. Maybe one field on each side of this road for the barley, and rye. Oh, rye can just go everywhere. Of course, we won't start with rye. In fact, we probably won't even get rye. What am I talking about with rye? We won't do the orchard and we won't do rye. We'll be much more focused on, in this one, getting heavy plow up to fertilization to keep our... Honestly, I'm not even sure we need that. This is a weird area where it's about the tech. It's about the tech progression that I talked about earlier. For the places where you're going to want to farm, where you have really high fertility, you actually don't need these things. We probably could just get away with 3 fields, leaving 1 fallow every time, and that would be sufficient. But what else would we do? Maybe go into trade logistics? What I could do is make this the trade hub, and then all supplies will pass through this. Or it could be the charcoal burner. But no, we're probably going to want to do farms. But I mean, once you're doing farms, you have a lot of time where you aren't doing farms. You just need to have all hands on deck for a small part of the... anyway, I mean, you guys know what I'm saying. They have to do their farm work, but then after that, you're all good. Okay, so back over here, I also wanted to do something off camera, and I will do this. I'm going to draw a road around this because I find that it's actually hard for me to figure out where exactly to go. So what I'm going to do is just get roads going all the way around this thing. And I don't know, I guess I can just do it on camera. I'm going to go with really curvy roads because this is basically supposed to be a curvy road. Gonna be a small amount of buffer. But yeah. Just so we don't build on top of this. So I don't know what this will do to the trees and all that, but, you know, to me, it's a worthwhile thing for the peace of mind of knowing that I'm not going to build on this. Oh, that was a little too far away. So now, as long as we don't build on the... I mean, we have to go across the road to be in a bad shape, so it's going to be pretty difficult. And I don't know the effect of building roads. I don't think that it has any effect on the trees that you can build. But now we know exactly where we can go. We're going to do the same thing over here with the berries. Now there's not really a region, right? But at least Tarek has told me that you can cut down trees that they'll get rid of the berries. And I would like to avoid that. Now, I don't know about that. I have experienced the wild animals leaving firsthand, but I haven't seen berries not grow because the trees were cut down near them. But assuming that that is still, I mean, that is a thing, we're just going to zoom in a whole lot, and we're going to look for berries. And we can see one here. I'm glad you didn't have to witness that. That was really hideous. I mean, this is not... when you can't just draw a circle and you're zooming in to try to find the berries, well, yeah, it doesn't work out quite as well. But that's fine. I mean, at least I have some point of reference where I'll try not to bypass that road when I'm doing my my tree cut down zone. So now that we have that, by the way, I can just easily go over to the woodcutters. And what I'd like to do, since we're going to put the... We're going to be putting the... I'd like to use it. I'd like to do something like this. I can't tell if that's I mean, that might not even be any trees that we can cut down and use, but if it is, then I would like to use them. It's gonna be tough. Oh, I forgot where it is, trying to find where my woodcutter's hut is. But yeah, this is tough. Well, I think that'll work. I don't think that's gonna interfere. Alright, let's get moving. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Didn't even put this down yet. Yeah, so let's do this. Maybe not exactly next to the rock, but at the same time, it's not a bad spot for it. Yeah, okay, let's do this. We'll just get a normal town. I don't really know the benefit of spending more money unless you have a lot of money to spend. By the way, note that we have -1 king's favor up here. I don't know what that means exactly, but I suppose it's not a good thing. Probably just means that we have no means of calling upon the king. It makes sense, and that's fine. Anyways, first order of business is get a logging camp up and going. That's standard affair. And then building a road around it, at least partly. And getting a road from the ox area to that corner, I think. Maybe back in a circle. And also, it's a redundant stuff, but this is all just temporary, as we all know. It'll all go away soon enough. As far as real residential and all that, so if we have the farm over here, let's have this road come off. And now I want to decrease the curvature of my road quite a bit. Yeah, I can see this being actually just a main drag all the way out. Probably here, and then we'll start to curve it a little bit. Maybe avoid that one fallen tree. And... oh, no, see, I want to probably build it first. Like this, and now we can start being more curvy with our road. Now, you know what? I don't like that. Why don't I like that? Because the angle we were going to get at the very end there would not have been good. It would not have been looked like a natural road. So we'll have to do something like this. Build that, and then keep going this way. We'll make this more curvy, but we want to still go this way a little bit. Oh, okay. So maybe like this. There we go. So that the connection here doesn't look as janky. So I need to make it a little bit more like that. A little bit closer even. Okay. There we go. Maybe decrease a little bit. And then, ooh, whoa, we gotta be careful, don't we? There we go. Have this one cut all the way back. Alright. Do something like that. So in theory, somewhere in here we'll have a market and a well. I think that all that can be put up eventually. Oh yeah. I like this area, in fact, for it. How far are we? Are we far enough away from everything? So farming will go there. Yeah, I think I like this. So this will be around where our market is. First order of business is going to be highly prioritize this. It's the highest. This will be actually a pretty low priority. They will build a lot of things in parallel anyway, though. So while we're at it, well, let's cut down these trees first. So they're going to do a little bit of a construction, but we need to prioritize this just so we can have a new means of getting wood. It's pretty important. By the way, is it easy for us to get over there? Not terrible. Oh, bandit camp. Okay, well, just at the... just as, you know, just get started, man. It's pretty far away. But we have, I think we have the resources to go after them. It's not giving me... give me this town. There. Why are you showing me? Wow. Show me these guys. Anyway, we'll send off the 30, well, 35. I guess more is better. So I'll get these guys to the edge. There we go. Gold off. I never even renamed my town, but that's fine. Gold off. I mean, we can work with the realistic sounding names. Yeah. So the other ruler is gonna try to beat us there. We'll do a little bit of jogging to start off. Probably turn that off as soon as we get to like 8% or so. Alright, so once they form up, we're surely going to be faster than their army, just because we're going to start much closer. As soon as this gets up, that's the main thing. We got to have one person working this because we do need timber. We only have 5, and they're already carting it over. Alright, let's get 2 people on that, in fact. Not enough funds for the trading post. Okay, that actually tells us that maybe our first order of business, and we only have 1 coin left. Okay, let me, let's reevaluate what we're actually trading right now. I don't think we need any more iron. I mean, we do need. We're only at 25. But, okay, that's what I need to do. I need to pause immediately, and I need to cut things down. Okay, so we have 11 small shields. We're actually pretty low on planks, so saw pit's doing a good job. In fact, the, what are they called? Those big things you cut down trees with. Logging camps. The logging camps look like they're actually doing a darn good job, maybe too good of a job. And this logging camp might need to move closer to the trees. That's another thing I could do, and then we can delete these roads, or just park something else in the middle there. I'm loath to do that. I kind of like when the town builds up. I mean, you can move the logging camps, so you should never do as I've done and circle them in, although I always do it. I like the way it looks. But yeah, anyways, we have a lot of timber coming in. Totally forgot what I was doing. Trade. So we don't actually need to trade anymore. Well, we kind of need more iron, but I think that we should not prioritize it for a while. So let's go down here. Let's just say only trade for 20, and we'll import at 20. We also want to make sure that we're not importing any more livestock. I think that's the only thing we're trading for right now. Is that true or false? There was another thing that we were trading for. In fact, what we should probably do is start selling roof tiles, but oh my good gracious, it's 144 just to establish that trade, to get it going. We don't have that kind of money, so we're not going to engage in that kind of trade. Apples will sell for 3, bread for 4. But you would expect bread to sell for more. That's right, we do have the ability to potentially sell wood products, like wooden parts. And technically, iron ore is 1 cheaper, 13 versus 14, and then we'd smelt it ourselves. I see. I don't have any problem doing that, but it just doesn't seem to make enough of a difference to be worth it. All right, we are at -1 ale. That's always it's a strange reality when you're in a world where there's a -1 object. But yeah, we are not trading for ale. That was the other thing that we were trading for, I believe, at some point. Could always sell some shields or something. This is 2 wood to give us quite a lot of... But then we'd actually have to set up a trade route first. So yeah, none of these things are really viable. Yeah, I think we've done exactly what we want to do. Gotta also make sure that livestock trading post wise, we're not trading for anything more. Technically we're not, because we're at 6 and we're at 7 and we're only trading at 6, but let me just specifically set this for no trade. Lambs? Trade for lambs. I don't know what that does. Anyway, the next thing for us is if we get enough houses, and we're really almost there. So level 3 stuff, I think we have plenty of level 3 items. By the way, do we have... Got our armor, so we only need 1 more level 3 building. And maybe one of them is already being upgraded. We don't meet requirements. We don't have enough money. Okay, yeah, well, then that's the case. But we already have enough level 2 buildings, and really all we need for the level 1 building is just, more level 1 buildings. Exactly what it sounds like. And we actually have a lot of them under construction, so I'll just let them get to work. There it is. Yeah, look at that, 21, 20. We're already at level 3 now. We got that one accomplished. And once we get all that, the next thing for us is probably, I'm going to guess, be sheep breeding, so that we can actually get more sheep over time. Maybe start a sheep selling market. But not only that, after we have sheep breeding and we get more sheep, then if we can get one more after that, it's got to be charcoal burning. I know I talked about getting advanced armor and that would be great, but I'm because we don't have iron, I'm pretty skeptical about that. So we'll make the long journey down there. Put them on, stand your ground, preemptively. Okay, Zweao's got weather issues, of course, so... it actually sucks that the stocks were damaged by supplies in the same month that we actually landed. I thought they give you one freebie month before they damage it, but in our case, I guess not. Maybe the second town, they figure you're already veterans. You know, too bad for you, because we just set up this town. It's very hard to imagine a situation where we would already have had the logistics up and going. Anyway, since the food side of things, I mean, there is going to be some food input from over here, but I think that we'll put the food... the granary, that's what I want to say, on this side. If we have the market over there, maybe I should put it on the opposite side of the road. Yeah, that makes sense. Just because the farming is where we're hopefully going to get a lot of our... Yeah, this is not a... Neither of these are rich deposits, so I think we're going to mostly be doing farming, and this is a region that's really rich for farming, so I think it behooves us to go that direction with things. We're going to want a storehouse as well. The storehouse probably makes a little more sense for that to go up here somewhere. So I could see this being maybe like this, and then a windy road up.
Come on.
Yeah, so we'll do something like that. I don't know exactly what we'll do, but I think that the storehouse will go up here now. Sway's running out of food. Well, that is a problem. Oh, because they just lost all their food in the rain. That's... so... Come on, game. Cut me a break here. You can't rain on my food the day I move in. Oh well, I'll just get this forger. Get some food. Probably get a hunting camp too, but let's get the forger. I think it's a more reliable store of food. So that's actually a high priority now, considering the predicament we're in. We do have enough timber at least, so we need to reduce the logging camp by 1 person so we have more people constructing. Everything's happy over in Goldoff. I don't know what Zweao's really talking about there. Why they're having such a hard time. Okay, forger hut being produced, that's actually pretty important. So let's get 2 people, I guess, because we are, yeah, we're in dire straits here, aren't we? People will move out, which we would really prefer to avoid. Alright, do that. Step it back up. So we just need a little bit of food to trickle in and then we'll be fine. I'd like to get the manor up, so we're really just waiting on the saw pit. Now, are we paused for joiner? Well, joiner's not paused. Let's pause the joiner. Let's pause the blacksmith. No, let's pause the helmets. Armorer, pause you, because we don't have a whole lot of iron. In fact, I think we're out. Yeah, we have 2 left. So let that go to the spears, just to keep things a little more balanced. Plus, we may want our helmets to go on people with halberds or something. May not actually want... Oh, look at this situation, it's just awful, isn't it? But we may not actually want... Oh, yeah, we got some food. Yeah, they want... yeah, oh gosh, we got so many problems. Let's focus on this area, if you can, first. Cooled off. People are moving into level 3 bird. I mean, the contrast between these 2 settlements, Zweao and Goldoff, it's pretty big. Anyway, we're gonna want actually with the 50 money we have. And by the way, I neglected. Did they already defeat the enemy? I guess they did, and they lost somebody in the meantime. So, whoops. I mean, I guess we did it. Yeah, corpse is near. Recent loss. You did lose somebody. Well, we only lost 1 person, that's what I would say. Let's keep spirits up because we only lost one person. But in the meantime, I want to get a second hitching post. I think that's going to be really important for moving things a little bit faster. That's what we're going to use our money for. Plus, I guess we're about to have a trickle of money come in.
Come on, laddie.
Yes, I want that. That looks good. So then we'll pay for a second one of those guys. We'll move this hitching post at some point. But yeah, here's the message. I am going to send it to the nearest town. Does it go? Where is it going? The nearest town is, in theory, it's Goldoff apparently who gets it. Because they have... these guys did not get it. So it looks like even when you do send it to the nearest region and they have a settlement, I guess they need maybe a manor, or we don't even have a manor here. And by the way, where... oh my god, we just spent 140. I guess that was on 10... immediately on 10 more iron. Yeah, iron's coming in, because we set it for 20. Let's reduce that even more. We want, like, very little iron. Just 10. Just keep it at 10. I mean, it's nice that we're being supplied, but we want this for other things as well. And we're down to 3 money now. I think we get a second tick of it, though. There it is, 181. So, I'm not even sure if you're supposed to or not, but I know you do now. So now we'll double click these guys back into town. They can run on in. There was something else I was trying to do in Goldoff. Boy, this game is going to be so brutal. It's hard enough to manage 1, much less now managing 2. Okay, how's the food situation? We're up to 1 month at least, and we're definitely picking berries. It's good to see. So the berries are going to have to last us a whole year. I might leave 2 people on that for a while until we at least get a few months up. In the meantime, we only have 2 construction workers, but those guys can go around and start, you know, building all the things we need, like the granary, and we're going to need a storehouse at some point too, which I talked about but didn't actually build. I like the idea of a storehouse being right here. Is that too close to everything? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that that's fine. Actually, I guess it makes a little more sense for it to be tough call, because, you know, a hitching post would go very nicely right there. Let's just preemptively pause, put a hitching post down. I think it'll go really nicely here. Can you not go a little bit closer? Yeah, that was good. Now let's put the storehouse down next to it. And then build the road. Nice. Okay, there we go. I'm not even sure what you would use that little section for, but, you know, whatever. I think that's a good place to always have an oxen next to a storehouse. So that's plenty for our people to do. We'll demolish this. We'll be able to put it back there eventually, I hope. If not, we'll just delete the road. So we will put it back somehow. Anyways, we have plenty of hitching posts already, so. This hitching post should be a lower priority. That's fine. I'm not going to micromanage it too much. We've got 2 months of food. That's good to see. Probably okay enough that we can go up. But boy, I mean, it's going to keep us pretty busy. So anyways, we got the second hitching post. Let's order another oxen. They don't have a whole lot of money there. And eventually we're going to get mules set up. We're going to have to buy mules. Damn. But we want some trade between our 2 settlements. Yeah, this is looking very good, though. And these people should be paying taxes, although I guess the money that comes in is only 1 for level 2 families and 2 for level 3 families, so it's not that much. It's something, but not much. Man, we just can't go through these berries fast enough. We have 4 people already. I assume that they are That was weird. I assume that they are working the appropriate area. I mean, I've never changed this to not be the correct one. So, I assume that it's still working. 522. We have so many roof tiles, and we have a lot of stone as well. Too bad. Oh, well, you know what? We have 58 timber and 76 planks. After we just get a few more planks, I think we'll be in good shape. And you know what? 2016? I think we can actually pause everything now. We have enough for a small second militia. Did the second militia, speaking of militia, get back yet? They're on their way. Not yet. Only one lost spear plus shield. Now, if I had micromanaged that, I'm sure we wouldn't have lost it. And that's still, you know, 2 plank, which that doesn't matter. 1 iron, and another iron, or is it 2 iron for a helmet? It's 1. Okay. Storehouse is finished and is way out. Now, we actually do need to put some people on these one at a time so that they can actually get the goods out. What goods we have here? There's no goods for our granary, so you know what? Put them in the storehouse instead, and you know what? You are... Well, you're transporting. Nobody's to guide the ox. Well, let's just take one person off the forger then. Because we have... Hopefully I can say that we have enough food since we have 2 months of it, but we have a person... Wait a second. Yeah, we have 3 months of food. Well, we're gonna need some firewood pretty soon here too. We have no houses, so, you know, firewood isn't as important as getting houses. We can start getting houses up and running, too. Do they even have a place to cut down? Because I see that... Yeah, they're cutting this down. Which is good. Get it out of the way. As soon as you're done there, I can put my marketplace in. $35 stalls. 38 stalls. Is this too big? No. It's not. I'm just gonna immediately do it as well. Alright, there's our marketplace. So now we can get our first houses up. Not sure how this is gonna look. Let's actually get a couple like this first. Is this gonna work? No, it's not quite. I need, yeah, we need a little more room. But you know what? Actually, let me do it this way. I think we can get more if I'm just a little bit more clever about my placement. Let's have this just go right on over. Like that. Cool. Then we can build the houses this way instead. And we're obviously not going to be able to build all these for now. Oh wow, look at that. That's so cool. I don't want it to do that necessarily. I might build a road. So, I built this nice windy road, but honestly, in the end of the day, I still want these houses to do something like this. So the grid system wins again. Can't see. Pretty nice houses. Oh wow, we just didn't. We only get 4 in there. It's a bummer. Do it this way, we're gonna get more. 1, 2. Oh, we don't even get. Yeah, we don't get the extensions that I want. If that's the case, I think I'm better off actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 nice houses this way. Yeah, well, let's crazy go build it. Alright, you are missing areas. I expect that would be the case. Where do we want to work on trees next? Let's just build, let's just get trees cut down anywhere around our town center. Just have them clear that, circle out, and then after we do that, we'll start prioritizing areas where we're going to want to farm. It's coming up on farm time. Alright, you can disband. You're up to 36 immediately. That's very good to see. Yeah, we have more than enough. We can actually build a manor. This is awesome, because we wanted to build it this time, and we are going to be able to. Okay, good. So let's do it. I want to control this road and that road. In fact, I want to make sure we control this road and we actually have defenses on the other side. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I guess I do. So let's do this. And that is just going to be walls and gate. Let me I can put my garrison tower over here. I mean, it'll align to a wall a little bit better, so let me just try to do it this way. Okay, we'll get... see, I need this thing to be moved. We reset? No, not yet. Bulldoze. Try this again. Just make my manor a little bit closer, I guess. How about here? Got it. Barely, though. I think we're gonna have to get it even further. Alright, how about here? There we go. And we just need to get across this. Now, actually what I can do and what I should do is, let me, let's see. So this is going to be what I want, at least over here. We're going to want the manor to guard that road. We want it make the walls not too janky. Round them a little bit more, I think. Okay, let's build this. And yeah, let's build this and let's put a outer tower right here, which will give me a little bit more room, which is what I want. Go back to walls, connect, go across. And then we're going to definitely want an outer tower on this side. Maybe even two, because this is where I expect that we're going to be attacked from. It's 10 and 5 stone, that's fine. I'll take it. Other outer tower. And now we'll curve this wall. This way. I like that. Put our garrison tower here. And then... we didn't get this last part. That looks better. Okay, good. So the wall is all done. Garrison tower now. Should the garrison be closer to our troops? I don't know. Or on this side? Put it on this side. Okay, we have 51. Tax office takes 4. This will take the absolute last of our amount of stuff. We'll put it over here though. Good. So then what I'm planning is maybe one more outer tower up here. Because again, I think we're expecting most of the attacks to come from there. But we're exactly at our limit. We have tons of construction that we're going to need to do. And we'll just let our people get to that. So good luck to them. There are 8 free people, so that won't take as long as I thought. And despite having 4 people on this forger set, man, they're not doing the job that I thought that they would. Hunter is doing a good job. We're taking down some trees here. I actually like that, because eventually this is all going to be... it's got to be turned into housing. Residential. The trees must go. Alright, let's try to control things over in Zweau where things are desperate. I don't know, maybe they're not desperate. But... storehouse, put that down. Let's get some construction going. Granary, let's get that down as well. Alright, we can move this hitching post now and get rid of these weird roads. Ah, we can just move it here. Perfect. And then get rid of these roads. I kind of like that curve. I think it'll be fitting to actually keep it. We could redo it again later if we want after this thing's moved. But yeah, okay. You know what? I think we're actually in pretty good shape in Zweao. We're gonna have 7 new houses eventually. Stone will be no problem. Rich deposit there. Although I don't know how a rich deposit works for mining. I guess it's not really a rich deposit for mining. It's only a rich deposit as in it has enough, I mean, a lot of stuff that you can pick up, but once it's up, that's it. Yeah, not able to take those berries. Also not taking very much clay, despite having 2 people on it. 33 clay, I mean, infinite roof tiles. We probably are running out of storage for it. Storehouse has 2,500. Wow, we're actually up to 1,200 though. How much of that is roof tiles? I don't know. Plenty of storage in the granary though. How good's Wales getting those houses built. It's good to see. And how many sheep do we have? 7. Yeah, so basically, I mean, what all we need is to get how many more houses? 7 more tier 1 houses, and then we'll be ready to go. What are you guys doing? Transporting, gathering. I have to keep an eye on these guys. Eventually, I think that we're gonna run out of, you know, they're not gonna have any place to cut. Still, food is the bigger thing than fuel, which is good to see. I've definitely been consistently worried about that. But it's June, and we need to make sure that we get houses up over here so that we can get no more people. And once we have more people, then we can actually get farming stuff up and going. It's all that these guys are supposed to be about. Oh, wow, so we are running out of fuel. Alright, fair enough. Let's get our Woodcutter's Lodge. I think I'll put it over here. Sure, why not? Maybe they'll be responsible for... Oh, it looks like we have to give it a high priority. They'll be responsible for cutting down the area next to the clay deposit. Sounds good to me. They're pretty close to town, next to the storehouse. I like that. Granary, I know you don't look like you're in the right spot right now, but once we get our farming up and running, then having the granary close by will be good. And we can do maybe the communal oven right next to it. Windmill. Yeah, I don't know. In my head, I'm starting to see these things come together, but... Only have 1 month of fuel. Well, yeah. But 6 months of... Actually, having the 6 months of food is a good sign. We need to get that... Those are rookie numbers now. It's beyond that. That's right. Yeah. And actually, did I get a 4-star? I think I did, but I haven't actually utilized it yet. I'm not even sure where these guys should go to cut trees. Maybe they should just almost overlap with this. Yeah, so that they have more range. Is there anything you can get from that? Maybe. I can send you up here too. I actually do want to cut down these trees as well. We got a forester though. Let's have these guys specifically grow in this area. I think it makes sense. We'll make sure we get the berry stuff in there as well. Okay, now we'll put a person in there. Oh man, so much less stressful than the last time when, you know, we had a lot harder of a time. So we technically should have 2, and we don't just technically, we do have 2 oxen. It's great. 1 is over here, 1 is over there. Nice, they're on opposite diagonals. It's perfect. I feel like we got a very efficient town going on. With the 1 regional wealth, we'll probably want to get hides with that, since, well, I mean, I guess we are going to get flax, and flax will... Actually, we'll be able to use that for our clothing. Because, oh yeah, that's what we need, like, desperately. Put 2 on this, like, immediately. I'll just cut down the one right next to you. How about that, for starters? Otherwise, start getting cutting. Yeah, they did. Alright, good. So we'll have 2 people just until we have a little bit of wood. It won't take long. 9 timber. Only 1 person to haul the oxen around right now. It's unfortunate. New mercenary companies. Hopefully we won't need those for a while. No, I feel like everything's going pretty nicely right now. Zweiao has increased. Okay, good. So what's our first order of business here? What is our first order of business here? Okay. Development point. Yeah, we didn't miss anything interesting. Okay, good. So what do we want to do? Heavy plow makes a lot of sense considering we are putting resources towards oxen, and they'll plow the field very, very quickly. Probably that's got to be my first one. We're probably going to want to do the heavy plow into fertilization. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Heavy plow still makes sense to me. It only takes like 5 planks, although we don't have any saw pits right now. And then, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go heavy plow, and I really got to think about what the next step will be after that. We still want to get our houses up to make sure people are actually moving in. But once that is the case, then it's time to get the farming stuff up and going. But, you know, we got that to do first, so we have a little bit of time left. Although it's, you know, next month is August, and then September, and September's the time when... Actually, September's the time when we don't do anything. We do it in October, don't we? 2.5 influence, which means we could, and you know what? We might as well claim our next territory. Let's claim Waldbrand, because that's the place where we're going to get our infinite supply of iron, and we actually need it, don't we? Hopefully they don't contest. In fact, I probably should use my influence and just claim all the places, just so that any place he wants to claim is going to be trouble. But I also think that if you claim a place, they can't put a bandit camp there, and that's not good. We want the bandit camp so that we have influence. Oh, and we finally started to knock down this berries. Number of berries out. The walls are going up. Wow, look at that. There's so much construction going on. There's like 100 people here. Maybe like 20, but that's a lot of people. Approval, it's at 70%. Lack of entertainment? Lack of entertainment. Probably the tavern. Yeah, there's nothing for the tavern, so go ahead and get out of here, tavern guy. Go construct buildings instead. Alright, fuel's going up over there, which is good to see. Ah, we're up to 5. Great. So now we can cut back on the number of people cutting here by 1. We have 7 houses, so that's actually good too. If there's going to be any kind of construction going on, I guess we got to start moving towards the farming side of things. Can we squeeze in a farmhouse here? We can. I want it really as far over as I can without uprooting a tree. I guess you even go... Well, let me take a look at flax, barley. Oh, we're right in the middle of the barley. So yeah, we want it... I guess we want that farmhouse. Here? Well, that's where I'm going to put it. Although, you know, I'm having second thoughts. I think I'm going to shove it a little bit further to the right. I know that we have precious fields that we don't want to... As soon as I can. Is that going to really impact it? The flax? No, not at all. Barley? I think we can still squeeze a field right here. We're kind of in the prime area, though. You know what I can do is just put it on the other side. Although... market is there. What if I just put it all the way over here? Where's the flax? Barley? Okay. It's pretty far away, but... let's do it. Let's put it there instead. I like it. When we get a second farm, we'll have these trees cut down and put a second farm over here. But, you know, for the meantime, that's good. We have 2 extra houses as well. A little bit of extra money. We need a saw pit. That's another thing we need. Otherwise, we can't use our heavy plow. I don't want this thing next to... I think it's obvious. Thing which provides lumber. Woodcutters. Saw pit. Oh, we actually got it. Okay, well, I mean, not that I'm too surprised about that, but right there. So I won't have that far to go for the storehouse. I'm gonna move a on the storehouse. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Could also start getting the stone, but you know, it's just gonna fill up my storehouse, honestly. Alright, take down the forgers by 1. Doing a great job, but the trajectory, the derivative there, doesn't look good. We're going to run out a little bit too quickly. Yeah, it looks like we're just pretty much keeping up with the wild animals. Hides-wise, yeah, we have 75 hides. So we finally reached... we finally tipped the scales. Oh wait, no, that's actually because we turned off our tannery, isn't it? I was going to say, we finally tipped the scales not needing leather anymore, but... I mean, the hide income was higher than the leather usage of hides, but that's only because we turned off the building that was using hides. So we don't really know anything anymore. Alright, so how's our... We're at 15, 15, 20. I think all of these are stopped, right? Blacksmith is stopped, joiner is stopped, armor is stopped. Okay. I don't know. Are you a tier 3? I mean, yes, you are. Don't look like it, though. You're missing the tavern. Let's go to a tier 3 and see. Yeah, they are tier 3. Okay. It's a little bit smaller. Yeah, but wow, they have a nice arch going into their place, though. Cobbler is just an enormous building. Lording itself over the poor armorer. Probably getting into quarrels about that. Yeah, so I actually don't want to... Pause. Wow, how did it take me there? What did I click on? Let's go back over to the armor. Did I unpause this guy? Yeah, we want to pause him again. We have plenty of... Well, I mean, helmets are good, but I don't want to lose any more... Yeah, these guys again. Iron. So yeah, let's do it on this side of things now. Have them work over there. We have enough oxen, I feel like we can get away with it. What I might want to do is actually just move my, this is probably a good idea. Move my logging camp over here. We have the roads to do it. And then, you know, if we need to move it back over here once this forester gets to work getting trees up and we have more trees to actually harvest, wouldn't be a bad idea. We got a saw pit, I saw it. We don't have that many people, so it's hard to say that we're gonna have... Well, we gotta get at least one person working it, though, otherwise we're not gonna have enough for the plow. Retinue has been assembled. Policies are unlocked. Well, not really, right? We know that the policies aren't yet in place. We can do these, and you can actually click on the locked ones. I've done it. I don't think we want to do it, so let's just close this. Production values. I don't know what this is going to be. Maybe this is... I guess this will eventually allow you to limit the number of items that... You know, I mean, I've complained about this before. Sometimes the leather that I want to go to the person who's going to make it into, like, shoes or whatever, goes to the market as just leather, which is the first tier clothing item. And I don't want that. I want it to go and be made into shoes. That's what the leather is there for, but anyway. So look at that, our manor, and we can actually open the castle planner now. This allows us, no, not that, sorry, not castle planner. I want to click on this and open my... Should we increase the land tax? I feel like we have enough people here. Percentage of surplus food that is given to the church in return for influence. Oh. Well, let's do a 5% tithe. I think it's 10% in real life, isn't it? And maybe do a 10% land tax. I'll take more money. Just make sure to keep people safe. Alright, Zweihaus actually finished the farmhouse, which is great. They're 2 months ahead of schedule. Way over there, too. Thank goodness they did. Oh, it only takes timber. Okay, well, a saw pit is not needed then. That's fantastic. And woodcutters, we're up to 7. We need more food. I honestly think we're going to spend a little bit of extra... a few extra people, man hours, to get more berries. And approval is still not good because of homelessness. It's funny, I feel like the more I play this game, the worse I get at starting at it. don't know why that's happening. Oh well. Can we squeeze... Is this going to be... If I was to do this... I'm going to build this temporarily, but I don't think I'm going to be able to squeeze in a yards with backyards. Oh. In fact, it's like perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My goodness, it's perfect. It's just totally perfect. We have a lot of timber, so I guess we'll get to work on that. It was too perfect not to do it. And look at that, we have the big, thick main road. I love it. Make sure that's wide enough. It is right. Okay, good. Okay, I guess don't need to keep double clicking it. The marketplace here, I guess we need another line of houses going down this way. I'd probably like to expand more up here. Okay, we do have to... Excuse me, build like that. We're going to delete that road. Which is why I wanted to do that, so that we were ready. Alright, good enough. I mean, we'll do it like this as well. Just make it a big muddy mess over there. Just mud. That's what we're going for, effectively. Let's get that food up a little bit higher, though. Yeah, 10 months now, we're starting to tick up, because we're not going to have food until the next September. And not even then. It's going to take longer, because then after that, you have to actually get the food into... Oh my gosh, August. It's what I forgot is September is still harvest for this rye. And if you hold down tab here, you can see we're already 83 out of 83. We can harvest early. Oh, minimum crop. Okay, no, I think we can just harvest immediately. So 83 is the max we're going to get, I think. Where are these traders going? Wow. This guy's not happy. You're not getting food, fuel, not getting lots of things. I think that's mostly down to my storehouse not doing its job, although it's fully staffed. Anyway, I guess we gotta start getting people into the farmhouse. That's a lot of people to get in here. I think they're not going to do anything right away. But I'm gonna stick with it. A fire broke out? What? No! No! Oh man. Our well's not... It's all the way down here. Put it out. Put it out. Oh my god, that's my berries too. We are not having great luck. Look at this lady. Very industrious and brave. Standing right in the fire to put it out. Put it out! They're not doing a great job putting it out. How did that happen? What do you have a fire... I mean, it must have been hit by lightning, but... Why do you have a fire at a berry place? Quick, get the fire extinguishers, you fools! Oh man, this thing's so far away from the well, I guess it's just a goner. We don't have enough people to even do the kind of... Not that we would get a bucket brigade in this case, but... Yeah, I think that's a goner. Just wait for that to burn down. Probably should just start building the next one. Next. How many berries did we lose from that? Oh god, our food is down to 6. Well, at least we'll have the hunter's camp as well. And we're gonna need the hunter's camp, I strongly feel at this point. Not a great situation. Definitely not a great situation. Pantry is full. Rebel. Can you rebuild? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, wait. We're rebuilding, that we don't need this one. Yeah, good. Just rebuild it. I think it was in a fine location. Fine enough that it got hit by lightning, at least. Alright, let's narrow this down to just one person. I'm gonna leave one person since the berries grow again. I don't know if they grow back after you got them down to 0, but at least we'll only have 2 people. I mean, one family not doing anything. You know what? Forget it. Food's about to happen anyways. We'll have plenty of other jobs for them to do. Still at 83. Still at 83. Oh my gosh, it's been 57 minutes. My goodness. Well, let's call this video to a close. It's been quite enjoyable. Time flies when you're playing this game. It's that good. Until the next one then, thanks for watching and take care.